Well, good afternoon. Happy Friday, November 24th. Mark Milam here, your mortgage professional. Let's get right to it. A relatively calm week. That's what you would expect during the week of Thanksgiving. Not a lot of market movement one way or the other. We did see a little bit of a sell-off on Wednesday. Of course, the market closed yesterday, Thursday, for the day of Thanksgiving. Here's today, Friday. Some continued softening here, but we're essentially finishing out the week exactly as we started it in the world of interest rates. So what happened this week? Really, Wednesday was the big day. That's where we got initial jobless claims coming in under expectations. That is not what our Federal Reserve wants to see. The Fed has made no secret of the fact that they want to see softening in the labor market, and these low initial jobless claims are belying those claims or those efforts on their behalf. And that's why we see the market selling off here. This is a little frustrating because the labor shortage in America is one of the most predictable things that we have in terms of our economy. Matter of fact, from our U.S. Chamber of Commerce, here's an article published on November the 14th, or actually November the 20th here, where we talked about not having enough workers. It says right now the latest data shows that we have 9.5 million job openings in the U.S., but only 6.5 million unemployed workers. That's a lot of jobs and not enough workers to fill them. They go on to say if every unemployed person in this country found a job, we would still have 3 million open jobs. So the Fed's efforts here to drive pain into the labor market, to drive up unemployment, are going to be met with these kind of headwinds. And unfortunately, when the Fed is so vocal about their desire to drive up joblessness, the market is going to respond exactly like it did on Wednesday anytime we get strength in the labor market. All that being said, the vast majority of futures traders seem to believe that the Fed is done hiking. 95.5% probability that at the next Fed meeting in the middle of December, they're going to hold the Fed funds rate steady, and then we're starting to see some indications that as early as middle of spring, maybe towards late spring of 2024, the Fed will begin its interest rate cutting cycle at that point in time. But we think the hikes are now behind us. Now, the Fed is certainly not going to come out and publicly state that. They're going to remain hawkish. That is true to their very nature ever since this hiking cycle began. But until then, we're starting to see some mild improvement in the world of mortgage interest rates. If I can be of any service to you over the weekend, don't hesitate to reach out. Mark.Milam at HighlandMTG.com. Have a good weekend.